Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'll be checking out this interesting video and it's titled, Are We Bringing Segregation Back? And this is by Candace Owens. You guys, I'm excited for this. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what this video is all about.
I watched the Super Bowl so that you didn't have to. Just kidding. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the Super Bowl so that you also don't have to watch the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. We are going through the top 5 moments and what we learned from those moments. First up, number 1, the Black National Anthem. Now, obviously, this has been a very long push from the left, but it turns out that we are bringing segregation back because we now have the Black National Anthem,
For real?
followed by the White National Anthem or the other national anthem. Pretty soon there'll be an LGBTQ national anthem. You know how it goes. Anyways, Andra Day was the singer, and I want to be clear, she has a wonderful voice, and here is her singing the national anthem. Take a listen.
Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us.
Did you put your hand on the heart and stand up? Well, you shouldn't have done that if you're a white person, because that was for us. That was for Black people. And you should maybe sit or stand accordingly. I'm not sure what the right thing to do is here. We've been talking about this a lot. But listen, there was a representative, a congressman out of Tennessee, here in the wonderful state of Tennessee, who saw that some white people were not standing for this national anthem. And he took to Twitter to complain about that. He wrote this, Rep. Cohen. Very, very few stood at the Super Bowl for the Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Negro national
This
anthem.
is funny. The
Not a pretty
Negro
picture of the
national
Super Bowl
anthem.
crowd.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of a weird tweet. Not a pretty picture, I would say, of Rep. Steve Cohen himself calling Black people Negroes. And obviously people jumped into his feet and said, did you mean to write Negroes? And he defended himself. He said, that's what it was called years ago, and accordingly, it felt appropriate as it shows its history. I love that so much. I love that we are just going so forward that we're going backwards, and we now have representatives that are just referring to Black people as Negroes again. And if you keep going, we keep going backwards in the history, we're just going to have to start dropping the hard R. I mean, we're just going to have representatives referring to us as the N-word, because it's historic or something, and we should be proud to have that or something. Obviously, pointedly ridiculous. People shouldn't stand for this because this is not a uniting anthem and is not bringing people together whatsoever. In fact, what it's encouraging is for Black people to segregate ourselves and to be proud of that segregation. I say we give it a couple of years and we're going to have colored people signs on water fountains again.
Wow.
Moving on, number 2.
Wow, you guys, what do you think about the Black National Anthem? Do you think is a good move or is a move to further segregate the blacks from the society? Let me know what you guys think about this video. I think this is a very, very bad thing to do. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below and let's continue watching, you guys.
You couldn't have missed it, obviously. This entire season, doesn't matter who you are, we were just being sold this relationship. This was Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's year, and you better like it and get on board with this relationship because, as I said, the media hard launched it for us. Her every emotion in the stands all season. Of course, we needed this. Her fan base needed this. They needed this win so that we could have the fairy tale Princess Swift and Kelce story complete. Well, something else that happened was when Taylor Swift arrived, she hard launched Ice Spice. Yes, the woman who sings about farts. This is a thing now. This is happening. You better accept it because when Taylor Swift picks up somebody and puts it in her squad, puts his or her in her squad, then we know that the media is going to make this person a darling. And so Ice Spice, I want to say, by the way, she looked lovely. I thought people were saying she looked like a golden doodle. I don't think that's fair. I think she was dressed very appropriately. Certainly didn't look to me like somebody who sings about farts. I don't think she looks like a fart or anything. And I just am glad that this is going to be a person that we can look forward to making more music. By the way, quick reminder, Taylor Swift only befriended her because her last boyfriend, which was 5 minutes ago, Matt Healy, you probably forgot about him, said something mean about Ice Spice on his podcast as a joke. Her friends called it racist. Taylor, being the brilliant marketing woman that she is, jumped in and said, I will collect her as one of my Barbie friends now. So no, everybody forget about the scandal and like my boyfriend. He's not a boyfriend anymore. Travis Kelce is. And another thing that happened was Taylor Swift was caught on camera. When the camera panned to her, she chugged some beer. And the internet was divided on this. You know, is this acceptable? Should she be encouraging people to chug beer in the stands? I'm going to defend Taylor here because personally, I'm just glad that we've moved on from her cosplaying a teenager, and now she's at least cosplaying somebody that's in college. Take a look.
Candace is so funny.
I will forever remind people that Taylor Swift is a 34-year-old woman. She's the same age as me. It is, of course, not normal for 34-year-old women to chug alcohol, actually. It would just be a sign of alcoholism beyond your college years. It's just why. But like I said, at least she's not acting like she's 15. Now we at least get the I'm in college having fun Taylor, and maybe she'll do a keg stand on the next Super Bowl. That's what we have to look forward to. Now, another big scandal, number 3, that took place in case you missed it. This commercial, Christians are upset, and obviously they should be. A lot of weird commercials. They get Marxist. They're always promoting some big idea that we should be accepting, and they're telling us it's about acceptance and tolerance. So what they have here is somebody who you are supposed to view as Jesus Christ, who is washing the feet of a gender bender. More on that later.
Wow.
But then it gets even worse and more disgusting because it moves on to, again, somebody who you are supposed to accept is modern Jesus washing the feet of a young woman who is outside of an abortion clinic. Yeah, an abortion clinic. And it's just, this is how society is. We just come to accept the fact that Christians are just routinely mocked, and they fund these efforts in the media to program people. That's what's happening. That's what these big ads are about. It's supposed to program your mind to think this is perfectly okay. And so they're trying to tell Christians that you need to be more accepting, even of murder, because that's what that is, right?
Exactly.
We're just talking about millions of people being murdered. I think these abortion clinics are concentration camps, in my view, and I think in the future we will walk around them like they're Holocaust museums. But don't forget, it started in eugenicism, and now it's arrived at Christians. You need to defend this. And by the way, we looked into it. That ad is not sponsored by any Christian group, so to speak. They actually have an open interpretation of what Christianity could be. So what it actually is funded by, in my view, are Marxists. And the idea is to continually separate people, to continually tell people that these ideas should be embraced in the church, and obviously they should not be embraced whatsoever. So Christians have a right to be upset.
Wow, you guys, what are your thoughts on this video? Candace Owens is so funny. She always cracks me up every single time I react to her. This is really, really funny. And let me know what you guys think about this video so far. And let's wrap this video up, you guys.
But let's move on, because it's Monday. And so the big reminder, number 4, that I want you to walk away with is that we're not allowed to have any entertainment anymore here in America unless it comes with propaganda to remind you to get to work, right? To get to work, because we have a vision of how your tax dollars should be spent overseas. And so it's quite remarkable that Israel, the government that takes billions of dollars from us every year, decided to take not 2, but 3 commercials. Now, the government themselves sponsored 2 commercials at the Super Bowl. Super Bowl commercials, just so you know, $7 million per an ad, okay? So that means that the Israeli government spent $14 million for a primetime spot. Their commercials were basically them saying that there are hostages, and they intend to get the hostages and bring the dads home that are being held by Hamas. Now, of course, why would this premiere during a Super Bowl? There's nothing that we as the American people can do about that hostage effort over there. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to pull at your heartstrings and make you not ask any questions about what they're doing overseas. And actually, last night, in case you're wondering, while the Super Bowl was on, Netanyahu bombed a refugee camp. But don't ask any questions about that. You need to get to work and feel bad and have your heartstrings pulled to justify every war that's happening overseas, that you're largely probably ignorant of what's happening overseas. And another NGO ran a 3rd ad that was pro-Israel. And this time they just told you that you need to tell your reps to send more money. Take a listen.
LifeShifter.com lets you automatically contact your local reps and demand the release of all the hostages now. It's a real app. Not only will it change lives, it will save life. So use the app. Don't use the app. I don't give a Let's bring them home now. Lifeshifter.com.
Looking around, still pretty sure I live in America, so I am not really sure. This reads to me like Zelensky at the Grammys, Zelensky on Vanity Fair, Zelensky asking to be invited to the Oscars so he could make a speech. It is telling us that, we need to care about something overseas. Why would we call our rep to do something that has nothing to do with America? I'm going to call my rep. I'm going to demand that they, close up our borders and do something about that issue. But again, every single time you are going to have any entertainment in America now, you are going to start to see this sort of effort to remind you to feel bad and do something. And that's something that you can do, by the way, is get to work, because it's Monday and somebody somewhere needs your money. Now, guys, wrapping up number 5 on the things that happened at the Super Bowl. This actually happened at the end of the Super Bowl, but it is something that I think brings this nation together. And it is a reminder that Hillary Clinton is still the most unbearable politician that we have ever seen in the modern age. Actually, I would say of all time. She tweeted this at the end of the Super Bowl. Congratulations to Taylor's boyfriend and the entire Kansas City Chiefs community. Because I'm a feminist, woman, girl power. I love Taylor Swift, and I'm just annoying. I'm tweeting about Barbie. I'm tweeting about the Super Bowl, but I just want to remind you that I'm pro-woman. I'm also a monster, and when I was in office, I bombed people senselessly in the Middle East, made those actions, laughed when a leader of a country in Libya was sodomized and killed. But remember, I love women. I love women. And so stay ignorant. It's always just making sure, in my view, that people are constantly ignorant about the affairs that are going on overseas. But whatever, guys. I guess the main point that she's trying to make is Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl. Hey guys, if you like this video, you will definitely like the full episode even better. You can find it by clicking right here.
Candace is so funny. She said Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl. You guys, this is very, very hilarious. And let me know what you guys think about this video so far. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I really had fun reacting to Candace Owens. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.